Hi, welcome to the next module. We're moving right along. This week we're going to talk about ageism and surprisingly, with the growing population, surprisingly how often nurses participate in ageism. So our discussion is going to touch on three different topics. One, we're going to just kind of reflect on back to anything that you experienced when you were younger. While growing up, how were your older adults treated? What respect did they have? What was it like in your family or your culture? Sometimes we have students that actually grew up in different countries, so it's very interesting to hear some of the dynamics of them growing up in different countries and how older adults were treated and looked at or viewed. Also, we want to analyze how ageism may affect attitudes and willingness to care for older adults. A lot of times, like in my rural hospital, we'll have the majority of older adult patients. And some of you may experience the same thing. What does that feel like to care for older adults only versus other populations? Do you get into a rut of caring for some of your patients? Do you have assumptions that if somebody comes in confused that you think, oh, it's more just dementia when actually it's a UTI. So we're going to kind of discuss some of those aspects of the topic ageism. As far as your assignment goes, you are going to reflect on the discussion that you participated in with your peers on how you have actually participated in some kind of ageism situation, and how did it make you feel looking back on it now? Did you learn from it? What has changed due to that? You're also going to come up with a community education plan on how you can help educate people in your environment on older adults. And don't be afraid to pull in people from your schools to help with your education plan, from church. Now, this isn't anything that you have to implement, but this is just some ideas of populations in your environment that you could incorporate into this community education plan on combating ageism and some of those stereotypes that are out there. So again, don't forget about schools, businesses, churches, things like that. I am going to upload an example of a community education plan to the resource section. It is just an example. You by all means do not have to have all the tables and things like that that they have in there, but it's just something sometimes students want a little thing to help them kind of guide them, or help stimulate some ideas. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me about the week or any questions that you've got. Good luck.